Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bulls will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hubbard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Jones wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Quick release on the RPO. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to fire on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Jones to throw. Pulls it in. It's Cotton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll read option to the left on first down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker. He'll
start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. They'll go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again.
Off to the races to the right. The 20. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snagged in the middle. It's Hubbard. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Quickly out to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the catch. Spins away. At the 35, he's open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Hit looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 24 over West Virginia.
Here comes the heat.
That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Makes the grab. It's Van Buren. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Golden Gophers look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Card in the backfield. It's Hubbard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Cotton. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to scramble. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Unloads it left. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll leave it with him. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. snagged out of the air. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback now breaking the field. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Jones to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I don't like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Jones wants to throw it. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Pick up the 1st down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy, David.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend.
Touchdown Bulls! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can now. Defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Needs this one to... lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you.
He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened. sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. The Bulls will put total leather to crank us up. The Blue Hens offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's...
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Buffalo's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll go with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. The give out of the gun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gideon. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Hens line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Slithers into space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. He'll take a shot. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just leave my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Hauls it in. Made a defender miss. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Runs out of
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. give to the running back. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And the returner is stopped. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. And the Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. At midfield, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. Makes his man miss. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gideon. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, is he delivered. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Jones wants to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Hens will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half, and so this
breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man. And he'll be brought down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. On the move at the 30. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the counter. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A little screen to the running back. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Got a man, it's Gideon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds space on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Blue Hens, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Catch in the middle, it's Gideon. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Jones wants to throw it. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the Bulls will try to move the chains on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
On target to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. They push the lead out here in the 4th. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see, the Yukon Huskies taking on a team from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated.
Turning it up, just plowing ahead. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Yukon quick to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Torres.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Huskies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, UConn! They grab the early lead. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It was like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Jones to throw. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The run from the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Bulls are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Bulls decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. UConn quick to the line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds the tight end. Ripping through and runs through another guy. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, UConn.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jones wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the deep.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. coming in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. UConn will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Jones to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. High the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
UConn quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This UConn offense really has it going.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Dealing with a second and long. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Wide open, makes the catch. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UTSA has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Texas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from the senior quarterback.
What a throw on 1st down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Buffalo! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score in every possession.
Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. UConn quick to the line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It'll be 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Torres. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. UConn will have to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Jones wants to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking for room, it's Howard. Quick step and go. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Bulls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problems. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. Turning it on! He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. The Huskies want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Van Buren. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds his man. It's Cotton. There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Jones wants to throw it. Looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes a connection. They make the stop, and
broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Power football with the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Leaves it with the back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Bulls are threatening on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Great job by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UConn going back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid. Dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays. Down.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. UConn quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Connection to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. After run, now throw. Good timing on the quick out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Now they'll run the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Finds his man. It's Van Buren. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Jones to throw. With the catch, it's Van Buren. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Right back to the well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Bringing it back. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's it fly. Touchdown, UConn. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. The give to the back. Spins away from the defender. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. UConn quick to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. UConn will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Jones wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Van Buren. Good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
UConn going back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Torres. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Husky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways. but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 12 to Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts and save as much clock.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The quarterback takes a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.